it's never been more important to focus your efforts as much as possible on first-party leads for many obvious reasons that we've talked about in the past regarding compliance and the lead generation loophole that's come into effect next year. It's going to get harder and harder to reach out to third-party leads if they don't have express written consent to be contacted by you specifically. So do you want to make sure that you rely on your own lead generation efforts, or do you want to keep relying on third parties? Now, of course, you want to take control, and you really want to control your own destiny in terms of lead generation and make sure that you're generating all the best leads that you can for your team directly. But there are other really important benefits that come with first-party leads besides the compliance piece, which is, of course, above all, extremely important. But one of the biggest things is personalization. When you're generating first-party leads, you can really be more specific about the information that you're gathering. And then you could reach out in more personalized, more authentic ways because you maybe captured more information about them, like specific services that they're interested in, location information, other general information that you gather during that qualification form or early qualification criterias. And you're able to then use that to create much more authentic experiences and personalized approaches that can help build the next piece of this, which is trust and relationship building. One of the most important things that we really talk to our partners about is the idea that it is hard to build trust, but very easy to lose it. And if you start to engage with the consumer that's not very clear about why you're engaging with them or even where you got their information, you can very quickly turn them off and have them running the other direction and ignoring you altogether or opting out very, very early in your contact attempts and strategies. But when you reach out to a first-party lead, this is someone who knows your brand, just filled out a form on your site or on one of your landing pages requesting information, and now you're reaching out right away. And by doing so quickly, authentically, and in a personalized way, you're able to really bridge that gap and build that trust. And the first conversation is the first step in building a longer-term relationship with that customer or that consumer. So it's extremely important that you're able to engage them in a personalized way, an authentic way, and reach out as authentically as you can so that you start to really build that trust early on. Lastly, you're going to have a far greater chance of having accurate and consistently accurate information when you're generating the leads yourselves. So much can get lost in the translation and in the transition of a lead that was generated on site A before it's sent over to you, as opposed to you generating that information directly. Now, when people are filling out their information, think to yourself, you're on a website and you're filling out information. They say, hey, give us your information and we'll recommend you to, 2 or 3 of our partners. You may be much less inclined to give all of the correct information. Maybe you give them a correct email, but not a correct phone number because you're afraid of getting, too many calls, or vice versa. Or you don't put in any information because you first kind of want to see what happens after you fill out the form. And this happens quite a lot. Companies can experience anywhere from, 2% to 5 or 10% inaccurate consumer data information on lead forms. So one of the best ways to reduce that and generate the most accurate and consistently accurate information is through first party, because if you're able to have a more personalized experience that has the trust built into it, and they know that they're communicating directly with the brand that they're trying to engage with, they're going to put in their correct information because they want to be contacted. They want to have information. They're not just testing you out. They want to be able to talk to you and get the information they need and get from point A to point B. So for all of those reasons, it's so much more valuable today than it's ever been before to focus your marketing efforts to generating first-party leads. When you do so, you're gonna solve any of the compliance risks that will come, this year, next year, and beyond. You're also going to have the ability to personalize the experience, build trust, and ensure that you have accurate data and information you're dealing with, so that you can continue nurturing and communicating with that prospect beyond the initial touch points throughout, everywhere from click to closing and beyond.